Where did I start?
I don't. It's been 2 weeks.
Well, we were. Yeah. Well.
Moving down, so he just keeps jumping, grabbing legs. Oh, he did it! Holy shit!
Oh, yeah.
I like how right when you show me, he changed.
Yeah, he's jumping and grabbing legs.
So the
Now he's
longer the
moving.
match goes, the less.
Oh, there's
Cutscene.
Well,
You
I
are not free
I
to
hated
leave this
myself.
plane until you complete a task for me. You are to
Gotta
hunt
grapple.
and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Zelatoth.
Zelatoth.
It's Fred.
No, it's Zelatoth.
Fred. Dispel area.
You know, I get what they're going for that, but
Everything
What,
is
Zelatoth?
complete
Oh,
for your
right.
arrival, Master. Now we must
Dude,
wait for
I'm
the
distracted.
planets
it's
to align.
your movement
And
speed
that
was
is
slowed
not too
down
many years
majorly,
from
and then
now.
the spirit you got for that is
Another
Slowpoke.
Roivus has crossed
Oh!
our path.
I'm like, I get what they
This
were
time,
doing, but that's
But
just
Slowpoke
pain.
isn't
Be
actually
so merciful.
just named that.
Mercy
It's not really.
has no
not really-
place in this world. It has only
Yeah,
a
okay.
place for me.
He will meet such a
What's the one with the
horrible
thing that's
death
biting his tail?
that the rest of the line will never
Isn't
set
that
foot in his
Slowpoke?
house again.
Pray to
But
me that they
then the
don't.
one. What's the one that's biting his head?
There was like Slow Bro, Slow King, and
Slow King is.
Slow Bro has the thing. where it's
Oh
like,
no, bro. Slow down, bro.
There's Slow Poke, Slow Bro, and Slow King.
Hey, why isn't there anyone talking for this? It just automatically just.
Oh yeah,
starts?
there's like a new form of like, I think Slow Bro has it on his arm or something.
Do you know who this
My
guy is?
education in psychiatry did not prepare
We
me.
met him already.
I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of
He's a
Chaturga.
guy.
How Skinner would
Remember his
incorporate
head was
Zelatoth
he was
into his
decapitated?
behaviorist theories.
Yes, you didn't get to actually.
How Jung would accommodate
So you get to play it.
Ulioth into his theory of the collective.
This is
unconscious.
years.
I was trying to listen to his voice because it sounds familiar.
Like my ancestor Maximilian,
This is years.
I too
before,
had an
before,
interest in my family tree.
She was born.
As a psychiatrist, I believe that
so
science
being
could
a
provide
psychiatrist,
answers
he's
into
very
my
weak.
family's sordid,
He has
bizarre
no muscles.
past.
So
I mean,
was with
sure,
great
science can
excitement
prove
No,
things.
it-
that I
it's
began
just
I'm
me.
responding to this guy because he's like, as a
The mansion's
psychologist,
history
I
was
use
filled with
science.
my colorful
to
predecessors.
prove,
but
Everything from
like you can use
convicted
science
and
to prove
hung
things up
witches
to a
to
point, but
committed madmen.
he's
Each
completely
laying their
wrong
own
soon because
peculiar
this stuff
mark on
bad,
its
bad
character.
things happen and it's not. He's nothing you
I
can play with
intended
science.
to find their secrets.
but there is a point where the science that we know doesn't explain shit.
Okay. What am I-
Like science can't explain soul.
Science cannot explain my ass.
There's a lot of things that science can't.
Well, most scientists believe in it. That's why they don't look it up before you.
See, no, they're quitters because they can't explain it, so they say there's no soul. I don't think all of them say that either. I think
Well, that's the point. Majority of them, and that's why
See,
it's hard.
the thing with the science, like worshippers is like the ones that worship science is if they can't figure out how to explain something with science, they just say it doesn't exist.
or they believe anything that scientists say instead of going like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right.
And that's what I mean is science worshippers because if something science can't explain something, they don't believe it exists.
Exactly.
And then whenever a quote scientist of power,
And it's hard to believe a scientist when they say it's not really 100% true. I mean,
no,
it
it's
can be.
everything they say is a theory because they can't 100% prove anything.
They don't believe anything's 100% true, which is
Because anytime somebody has a theory, all of a sudden they prove that theory wrong with another theory, and then they go back and prove that theory wrong with another theory. So then the original theory is wrong, right? But then they go back and prove the original theory was wrong all along, and so the
Only theory is like
yeah, dude. It's confused.
that's what I mean is it's always theories.
It's confusing. It doesn't
like for the most part, they black hole is called black hole theory
look, it's funny. It's called theory, and they can see. They know that
because you can
they've
see
seen
it
them.
under a microscope, but you can't get close enough to explore it or
Yeah,
learn about it.
they-
So black
They
hole
know.
theory.
They know. Yeah, but the thing is, though, they'll say it's not 100%
And
I
then,
mean,
and then
there's a
they'll like
chance that there is.
hypothesize like different things. They'll sit in a lab and circle jerk each other and try to come up with something. Go, you know what? This sounds very plausible. Let's make a paper, write a paper
Have you
about it,
have you seen the guy?
and
have-
give it to people.
Have you seen the
and
guy
then
that?
people eat that shit up?
Have you seen the guy that
What do they
actually
do?
found, like in the 1940s, found this cure, that found a quote unquote cure for cancer, and it was an enzyme, or it was an enzyme that was missing from people's
Oh.
bodies, and it was actually healing people, and all of a sudden
The medical community.
the medical community said that he doesn't exist, and he just stopped doing medicine. All of a
Can't
sudden,
imagine why. Can't be like, oh man, he hung himself. Well, that's a shame.
well, he didn't die. I don't think he died, but I didn't really get.
Probably threatened him.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but he went to court, and the people in court said he gave me that medicine, and it got rid of my cancer.
I'm sure it's one of those things where like they threatened to like wipe out his whole family if he continued to do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, dude, explain that with science. Your dead relative has a ghost that's talking to you right now. Tell me that one, Batman. Explain that one.
You know what's funny is Velma, her character's the exact same way. If something clashes with her belief of science, then she fucking has a meltdown. And like literally in one of the Scooby-Doo shows, she literally had a midlife crisis meltdown because actual supernatural stuff started happening.
The Supernatural TV show.
No, not that.
Oh no.
No, I'm saying actual supernatural stuff that couldn't be explained by science started happening. She had a meltdown because she's like, this just completely contradicts my whole life beliefs. And then her mom talks to her, and then she goes, you know what? I was just going around things wrong. Science can't explore this.
Did you see?
She went, science can't explain this.
Did you see the Supernatural one?
And I was like, oh.
Where Dean and Sam do tell him about it, and what happens is they tell him that there are supernatural stuff, and Daphne's like, oh my gosh, this doesn't mean there's a heaven. Am I going to hell? I'm going to hell.
How I have always gone about science is science helps explain the world we live in. But it doesn't mean that you should worship it like a religion, because like we don't know, like we can learn a lot of stuff through science, but at the same time, us as humans, we'll think we got something right in science, and then we'll learn we got something completely wrong.
The way I look at it is it's the why, not the how.
Yeah, it explains.
I mean the how, not the why. I got mixed up. Sorry. It's the how.
It kind of helps explain how things work in the world we live in, but it's not supposed to be like everything.
Yeah, it's how things work. It's not why. It's not the.
Okay. All I say is science can explain things, but it's not like shouldn't be a religion.
Okay. Area and summon. Okay. Area summon. Remind me to that.
If this channel ever just throws me like 5 people in the comments are like, okay, can't believe your fairy tales.
Area.
Like
Area.
things are fairy tales
My channel, I do what I want.
Find that with that and put that over.
Choose to stay here or go away.
No, then you go back. Go ahead, go watch Rick. They have a Rick and Morty shrine in their closet. They're like, fuck, how do you know?
I think I'll be fine. I was good. I had to cast Magical Pool. And
Like, I
messed
wish
up.
Rick was my dad.
Dick.
And then you go.
What the hell's going on?
And then you go. You just wish you had a dad.
Oh my gosh!
You got a blowjob.
Thanks
That
for the
base
key.
is worth $1 million.
Thanks. Thanks for destroying my.
You're a zombie now.
Yeah. It before the chapter started, you saw her get attacked.
Can your science explain this?
Just cut her head off.
I just want to see that one scientist that just sees somebody start floating and goes, I know exactly how to explain this with science. And then and then it's like, okay, explain. They're like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I spoke.
I'm like, sorry, I'm sick right now. I can't. It hurts when I talk.
Sorry. I spoke that.
It's like,
Oh no! Wrong way! Wrong way! Oh, it's
they
that
go,
way.
see, he's floating because he ate too much metal, and there's a magnet underneath him, so he's floating.
Wrong way! Wrong way!
And then they're like,
turn around.
There's no magnet under him. He didn't need metal. If he ate that much metal to float through a magnet, then he should be dead. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I know. But neither do you. Don't tell people my diploma's fake.
Don't.
Stop sucking dick. He's like, shut up.
This is not
He goes
good.
back
This
to
is
sucking
not
dick.
good.
I did.
And you look over, he's sucking his own dick. He's like,
Oh,
yeah,
I got
I'm
one.
flexible enough, so.
Okay, see that
You're
thing
just
down there?
jealous.
I had to
Not
break
long
it,
enough to shoot though.
but I can't break it yet
He's got
because
like a
I have
3-inch
to.
dick,
I have
so
to.
he's
I have to
flexible
do
enough.
something. Like,
No, his torso's just long enough so he can actually like
excuse
get
me,
the
sir.
right like
Can you,
angle.
thank you for the gun. What did I sign it to?
Don't worry, Colin. I'm giving you the most random topic.
Well done. Oh, fucking.
It all stemmed from him saying one sentence and I believe in science.
I believe science is a science.
Okay, I'm healing up.
A lot of the
I'm
people
so
that
sorry.
like
I didn't mean to
fix
shoot you.
science like that is because they'll go like they'll think it's the cool thing going like I'm actually an intellectual because I believe science explains everything. And stuff like ghosts and stuff can't exist in my world.
Elephant gun.
I believe.
As an alien comes down and rips them in half.
I believe.
I still believe in science.
Intellectually
Aliens don't
retarded.
exist.
Oh, that's elephant
Why are you
gun.
talking so quiet?
Yeah, you think that.
No, I do. That's why I said what?
Why do you have a wind stick?
What?
Don't ask questions.
That weapon's
Oh.
so bullshit to edge guard people with.
I know. It's why I hate it. I know it's not the actual name.
CPUs aren't as efficient with it than actual players.
Yeah, try fighting 3 of them.
I have. I'm saying actual players are so much more
Shield
bullshit
enhanced recovery. Okay.
because actual players will also like jump off, like don't hold it until like completely cuts off all your recovery. That's why I mean the like actual players are
I had to.
5 hours to do one.
I have to
spell.
stay here because the monster comes to this room. So you have to fight one more time, and then when he leaves. it's gone.
Also, like the science, like dick suckers, like the advent like ghost deniers.
Yeah.
I just want to see one of those motherfuckers get lifted up into the air, and it's they're going. Well, no, it's just the wind, and then they get fucking
No, they're just yelling as they're going up. Science!
and then both and then both arms and legs get snapped at the same time, and then they're still like, "This is gonna be explained by science."
Have you? No, you've never
And then
seen
you
that.
hear a demon roar going.
You've never seen that South Park episode. So Cartman goes
Because
to
what's funny is with people like that, they will die on that hill.
Cartman goes to the future. Okay.
I mean, 90%.
He goes to the future to get the Wii U, the Wii, okay, the Nintendo Wii, because he can't wait to buy more. So he goes to the future. He frees himself and ends up in the future. Otters are now sentient. All these creatures are now sentient.
In 5 days.
And now they say science be damned. Instead of saying God, they say science.
Science do what?
Science be damned. Or like instead of saying like
Goddamn science, damn.
yeah, they say science stuff instead of like they say science be praised. And then of
Doesn't
course,
roll off the tongue as good.
and then Cartman fixes the future, and they say they're like that's stupid to fight over that stuff. We don't fight over that stuff. We don't do that stuff. And now they don't fight over it. They're like, of course we don't automatically complete 100% valid.
Science is only as accurate as the person.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the science is all there. The humans have to get it right.
Also, do you like how
The
low
problem
my
is humans constantly fuck up and
also do you
get
like
the
my
science
health?
wrong.
Do you like my health bar? You know how like low that thing like health bar is?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like
blue,
really
green, or red.
red. That's my health bar.
Yeah, he's a tiny one.
Yeah, he's very weak.
He pulls down his pants. got like one injury.
You're just being weakest.
I think it's just called cable.
Yeah. I know my I went to school. I went to community college.
Ed.
I went to college, man.
Community college.
Colin did.
Well, because you know what's funny?
Not
I went to
just the
community
name of it.
college because it's it doesn't make a difference. Some of those people that even went to like the higher end colleges don't know.
They end up with no job.
They
Or they still have a hard time
like
finding
some of the
jobs.
people that go. Some of the people that.
Why do you think?
I think like some of these guys go over to.
Or and then like, a lot of these people like when they get a job, like after going to college, then they end up having to like spend 20 years paying off their college debt, and it's like, what did that do for you?
Well, one of these guys, he went over to.
Like you have debt for 20 years.
Well, one of these guys, he went over to like Harvard to test out people's intelligence, and he's like, no, they didn't. It didn't work. Like these people didn't know. Like,
No,
they just
just
got
because
it.
you have a fucking fancy degree from like fancy school doesn't mean that you're more intelligent than
Well,
people
they
that
were
don't.
still students at the place. They weren't actually. They didn't have the degree yet, but they still.
I know, it just proves that like a degree or like going to those schools don't really like automatically mean that you're better than other students.
So that's why I'm like, I'm
It
okay
just
with
means
going.
you got into a fancy school. You changed on that. That's why, like, a lot of the times the super smart people that are like multimillionaires, like Elon or whatnot,
They
like,
didn't go to college.
they shit about schools because if you're actually smart and intelligent, it's just a waste of time and money to go to these colleges because you don't really learn that well in colleges for the most part the way it's set up.
I could homeschool my kids.
Dude,
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot outside of school just by watching
Hey.
videos and educating myself more than I did in school.
the guy that made Apple.
Because if you're actually like intended and actually learning shit, like just did stuff on your own, you can actually learn a lot.
Dude, the guy that
And
went.
also the way schools are set up, it's meant for like teaching the masses, and a lot of times like a lot of people can't learn that way, and so they end up flunking. And then you get like all the dumb people you get in America.
Well, Harrison, the guy that made Apple, he made it in a garage.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's not. It's so,
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so it's like,
Actually,
so it's like you don't need.
it's like why so many people like sit there and go like they can't even say what the Revolutionary War was.
It's
And then when you ask like some people on the streets who fought in the Civil War, they say completely back-assward stuff that I can't even like think of. They'll say like
China and Russia.
yeah, they'll say something like completely along Europe and America. It's like Civil War,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, or they say like great, like England and some other.
Yeah,
like,
or they'll say like two other,
England and Great Britain.
Yeah.
and then you go,
it's the same country. It's the whole point.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're not wrong. Like,
isn't Great Britain just a collection of like the islands?
no, it's
Yeah.
just Great Britain.
It's just great.
And then like,
Yeah. It's
That's
just
the
the one island. It's seriously
fucking
just the one
hate
island.
oh, but yeah,
Yeah, because the other places are Scotland and Scotland, Ireland. Isn't Wales part of Great Britain? I was thinking so too.
No way. I don't.
I always thought there was a difference between calling it Great Britain or England.
Oh my gosh, why is these things dying? There we go.
I like how we're still talking about one. All stemming off of this. There,
Science!
I could go on forever
You're in
different
science,
topics
you are
about
dumb.
them.
If you're inside.
But yeah, all the smart people that actually like are successful millionaires usually say that if you're actually like dedicated to learning stuff and whatnot, college is usually not the best option. And pretty much the only reason you would go to college, like most people, like even like that aren't like like super intelligent multimillionaires, like even like lawyers and doctors will go like for the most part you should go to college if you don't need to, unless
Unless you're going for those.
the only jobs that pretty much require